Closing market comments for Friday, October the 1st. Well, we'll update you today on the crop stocks report that was released yesterday. The soybean stocks came out at 256 million. That's up from the average guess of 174. The range was 145 to 202, so above the top end of the range. The September 10th report had stocks at 175, so 81 million ahead of that. The stocks last year 525, so we're still below that number, but still a very big number for this report. That's about a 50% increase. It was arrived at that they changed the yield on soybeans last year. They took the yield from 50.2 to 51.0, and that took the crop from 4136 to 4216. So there's 80 million, and that's about what the change was. So surprising number. The market did not see it coming. Beans were sharply lower today. They struggled to rally at all today. They were up for a short time, but ended up closing down 9 cents on the day again today. So part of that's harvest pressure also, as you would suspect. Big harvest weekend happening, big harvest week happening. On the corn side, this corn stocks came out at 1.236 billion bushels. The average guess was 1.153. The range was 998 to 1252, so almost the top end of the range. The September 10th report had it at 1.187, so and last year at 1.919, so friendlier than last year, but still not a great number. Markets were down yesterday. They did rally at the late in the day, and corn was up for the day today. We are starting to see a little interest in people thinking that corn has to go up because of higher fertilizer cost, or we're going to lose acres. So I think you're seeing a little attempt here by the market to buy some corn acres. We'll have to see whether that can continue or not. Most of the traders are thinking it's too early to make a actual yield assessment on corn and soybeans at this time, not far enough in harvest. Some areas are much better than normal, some areas are lower than normal, and sometimes in a very close radius of each other. So really hard to figure out. Yields coming out of the west. I've seen corn yields in Iowa as high as 270, and I've seen yields as low as 135, and everything in between. So again, it's very hard. Nebraska, I saw a yield come out of Nebraska. Non-irrigated made 250, irrigated made 282. So pretty big number there. So we'll have to see. Again, way too early. But we'll see. They did drop the corn yield a little bit from last year, from 172 to 171.4. But again, exports didn't hold up during the year, so we had corn that was left, and that was part of the reason for the increase in number. Wheat stocks were surprising, 1.780. The average guess was 1.855, so we're down 75 million. A year ago, we were 2.158. We did not have a number in the September 10th report. Hard red winter wheat, 749 versus 778 guess. Soft red 361 versus 366. But keep in mind, last year's soft red crop was 266, so quite a bit different. We got 100 million more bushel, almost 95, than last year. So I'm not sure where we're getting all the strength today and yesterday. Wheat closed up 15 yesterday, was up 30 cents today. Looks to me like the market's trying to buy some wheat acres, and I'm not sure why. Great opportunity here. New crop wheat closed tonight at $7.16, so you can plant wheat, contract it for $7, and should have a pretty profitable year on it. So keep that in mind as we go forward. Otherwise, in the markets, just not a lot of happening in the situation. The dollar has been very strong in the last week. Excuse me. And that's been putting pressure on the markets. The federal government did pass the extension last night on the debt, so they did increase the debt and extend it to December the 3rd to kick the can down the road for a couple months. We'll see whether we can figure anything out budget-wise. In the meantime, very doubtful. We haven't had a budget in over 10 years, so very doubtful we will see that. Otherwise, in the markets, I think we just got to watch. Keep in mind that you're looking at profitable levels, and if they're above the profitable levels for you, you probably need to be looking at selling. If you don't need to deliver this fall, January bids are better than the nearby cash bids, so take advantage of it and get some stuff contracted and protect some profits, because profit isn't a bad word, and we want to make sure everybody's making a little money. All right, thanks for watching. Have a good day.